Alright, we are live. Today we're going to be playing on the Your Land Luanti server. So, got too much shit on my desk. Yeah, I really need to clean up. Got such a small desk now that if I only have a couple things on it, already it's overcrowded. Alright. Go full screen. Alright. Ready to go. Let's go window capture. Where's the window? There it is. Cool. Last time I did just start playing music. It didn't seem like, at least the music I played didn't get the video just taken down, so I might as well. What did I play last time though? I think it was this. Might as well just stick with the same one. Because, I don't know, when I'm playing this type of game, this is really quiet. Is this right? No, I think I played a different one. Let's go with this. This feels the same. Whatever. Alright, we'll go with this. I think it speeds up at some point. Alright. So today, what do I want to do? Is this in-game music or personal stuff I'm listening to? So this is Chikoi the Maid. It's like a Russian weird genre, I guess, of like rock music called maidcore. I don't know. I found out about it at some point. I like to play it in the background when I do like schoolwork and stuff. You know, there's no lyrics and it's just like, how loud is this on stream? Make sure it's fine. And when I'm playing Minecraft, that's kind of loud. But alright, we'll go with that. Hopefully that's a decent volume. You know, when I'm playing Minecraft, I feel like I need some good music to, or not Minecraft, but you know, this type of game, I feel like I need some good music to go along with it. And this doesn't get copyright. I mean, you know, they find that it's copyrighted material, but they don't. I guess this person doesn't have it like set to take down music when it's used in a video. So last time I did finish this tower. So that's good. And these shadows look weird there. Okay, so what do I need to do next? I think, what's it called? Chikoi, I probably butchered the name. So this one is, make sure I spelled it right. Yeah. There we go. And just... Oh, come on. Put that in. What? Why is that not working? There we go. That's what that art is called. There's a bunch of like, so I don't really get the get what's going on with it exactly, but apparently, so it's like some niche Russian genre, sort of, where I guess like it's most of the time like kind of rock music, and then I guess artists will just pick a maid. There's a wiki where there's like a bunch of OCs that people have created of maids, and then they just pick one of those, and then that's their like artist name. I don't really get how that came to be. Dang, inventory is messy again. But yeah, I saw like some YouTube, oh my god, everything's full. I watched like some YouTube video where a guy was like, oh dude, this is great, you know, this maidcore is awesome. And then, you know, it sounded pretty nice, so I just started listening to it while I did like work and stuff, when I just needed some like nice background music to vibe to. But yeah, it's a kind of weird genre, at least like background wise, how it got made, which that is a fun pun right there, how it got made. But yeah, no, I've wanted to, I mean, I could figure out how to split audio streams probably, but I've been wanting to play music in the background, especially when I'm playing, you know, this type of game for a while, but I've always refrained because I thought, okay, well, it's gonna get taken down, because that has happened once. I was playing on a Xonotic server, and they had like a radio in the Xonotic server that played, you know, a bunch of good music that I was vibing to, and then after the stream I found that, oh, it just got taken down, because I guess at least one of the artists didn't like to have their stuff in, you know, other people's videos, which is fair. Alright, so tower's finished. I mean, interior obviously is not. So I guess I'll have to either start working on interiors, which... Oh, also, I just realized I misspelled it in chat. It's the I and the O at the end are not in the right order. It's Chick-O-I, Chick-Hoi. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. And probably if you look it up, auto corrects anyway. What do I need from here? Hammer should probably go back onto... Oh, I have 2 hammers? When did I get 2? Okay. Put that one away, I guess. Don't know... Since when do I have 2 of these? Wooden slab. I can go into one of the wood chests. I mean, my inventory is just permanently messy, but at least I should put in some effort to clean it every once in a while. Sakura tree can go up here. Actually, should I be putting technically, I think these should be going in the plants, not in the wood. I mean, either way I do it. Okay, these are full. It seems my storage system is running out of space. That's not great. I'm already messy enough as it is. Oh, okay. It seems I have to do something about this. 'Cause it's only gonna get worse from now on now. 'Cause I'll have to... Oh, no. 'Cause now I'll either have to just start mixing chests. Oh, I hate this. Okay. No. This is so bad for me. Oh, I'm never gonna... Oh, no. Okay. No, I just have to build a bigger storage system. That is not a big deal. Where to put it, though? So... Well, I mean, if I just keep up with the trend of how I've been building the houses, I guess I could build some kind of big structure over there for storage, because I definitely need it. And maybe this time I can be more precise on how to set everything up, and maybe set up a better sorting system, rather than just doing like all the wood goes in here, all the plant stuff goes here, valuables in there, tools in there, random stuff in there, random stuff in here, and then stone and dirt up here, you know. And then actually back here I haven't used, so I do actually have more space. I just didn't know how to organize it. I could start putting plant stuff in. Yeah, I think it's time to build something better for storage, which will be weird because I've been using this room here so much because it's where my storage is. The storage room is the room I use the most. So if I make a new place, it needs to be good. It needs to be nice and very nice. I mean, I could make this into the storage. Like, this is a... I mean, I wasn't sure what I was going to use this room for. This could be storage. I mean, that would mean I'd be spending most of my time in this build. Here. Do I want something bigger? Is, I guess, the question there, then. Because with this, I guess I could have chests lining the wall back here and lining the wall there, and then have a... Wait, is this disproportional? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks that way, and 1, 2, 3 this way. So I could also extend this further back another 2 blocks. Yeah, have the back wall. Yeah, I think this actually works. I think I'm gonna go with this. Time to do the interior, I guess. So let's knock this wall back 2 blocks. Actually, let's knock this. Okay, put some torches in. I'm gonna knock this wall back 1 more, and then this is all gonna be this stone I'm gonna replace with concrete. So for now, I'll just knock it back another block. Let's get another torch. this needs to be, I think, another 2 after this. And you're gonna want to turn that into a nice wall. Yeah, dude. Music while playing like sandbox games like this is so peak. Like, you know, while playing a calm game like this. Ooh, it's so nice. You know, plowing down these walls is not the most fun. It's a bit monotonous at times, but if you just like vibe with a nice, you know, nice beat, that goes away completely. I don't know. I listen to music constantly, you know, pretty much 24/7. I never stop listening to music. I've always got music playing. Unless I'm like watching a video, I guess, or a show or something like that. But outside of that, music constantly. I've got some nice headphones that help with that as well. Stopping by to say happy Friday. Thank you. Hope you're well, man. Yeah, I'm doing good. I've had a busy week. And was doing house sitting the week before this. So I got a pretty paycheck for that. And then, oh man, past couple days have been, or this past week have just been so much schoolwork. I procrastinated so badly. But yeah, now I'm doing pretty well. I got a 100 on my chemistry test, which I am pretty proud of. College chemistry is the hardest class I've ever taken, I think, except maybe AP Calculus in high school. Nice 100 on the chem, yeah. No, I mean, to be fair, I shouldn't. I mean, like, she gives, my professor gives bonus points for going to tutoring. And so I had 13 bonus points because I went to tutoring so much. So really, I could have gotten like an 87 and still gotten 100 on the test. So, you know, I don't know. I'm still proud of that, though. Class average on the first chemistry test was a 40. I don't know the class average for this one yet, though. Did you go back to school? Yeah, so I'm starting an associate's degree right now. In associates in science, transferring that into a bachelor's in computer information systems, and ending up with a master's in library information science, and then becoming a librarian is right now what I'm working towards. I was very, worried about how much college costs, but community college is a lot cheaper for at least the associate's degree, and then, financial aid and scholarships can help me through the rest of that cost. And I've saved up for the past 5 years with jobs and stuff, so hopefully I'll be stable. But yeah, back to school. I don't love school. Congrats, that's awesome. Yeah, thanks. I don't love school. Don't love doing schoolwork. I kind of would rather just be working. But I think it's probably what's best for me. Where the heck is the concrete that I used? Or did I even use concrete? What blocks did I use for that build? I know I used clay. Hello. Hi, friend. How are you doing? Long time no see. Okay, yeah, so what is... Okay, so that's definitely violet baked clay, but what white block did I use here? Is it white clay? How you doing? I'm doing pretty good. Let's see. White baked clay. Okay, baked clay. It's kind of annoying, isn't it? Why did I choose this? I mean, it looks good. How are you doing, friend? Did I ask that already? Hope you're doing well as well. Oh, dude, I ordered a new laptop today. I got a framework laptop. Very excited about that. I've been using a school borrowing a laptop from the library for schoolwork. Which, oh, dude, I hate using Windows. I haven't used Windows in like a decade, and then having to use, oh, I hate it so much. I hate Windows. I've been using it for the past like nearly 3 months. It's Windows 10. I mean, okay, to be fair to Windows, a lot of that is not down to Windows being bad, like how I hate this laptop that I'm borrowing. Part of that is because it deletes all its files whenever it turns off. So if I save a file on it, it just deletes overnight because it also shuts down at midnight, which is also annoying. If I'm doing schoolwork at midnight, it just shuts down and deletes all its files. That is, down to the school. They put that on there so that, I don't know, people don't download tons of stuff. I don't know why. I guess somehow that's good for security, I guess. But I'm so used to my Linux setup with like keyboard shortcuts with everything that it just feels slow, and I really don't like it. Oh, dude, the file manager in Windows, because some of the school computers are Windows 11, and the file manager in Windows 11? What is up with that? Oh, dude, I could complain about Windows so much. I hate the file manager. I hate not being able to do things with keyboard shortcuts. Like having to drag files around. Oh. Or like left click. Oh, dude. Okay. I mean, yeah, I could rave about it. It's probably also down to me not knowing how to use it very well. Like, there's probably keyboard shortcuts I just don't know about yet. But it's definitely frustrating to have to use Windows. So I'm excited about the laptop that is. Oh, white baked clay. There it is. Nice. That I have coming in. It's a laptop. It's a Framework 16, which is kind of overpriced. Very much, kind of very overpriced. But I've been wanting that laptop for 2 years now. So while the price pains me, it feels painful to pay that much. It is something I've been wanting for so long. And yeah, like the whole thing with it is it's upgradable. So, if any of its parts break, you can order a new one. You can order a new motherboard, new RAM. Nothing's soldered except the CPU. You can just buy a new bezel, new chassis, new keyboard, new everything about the laptop. Technology in general feels like it's getting worse. Google Maps sucks. Google as a web browser sucks. YouTube's getting worse. Apple products are getting worse. Grim era we live in. Yeah, I mean, I haven't been using the typical technology for a long time now. So a lot of times sometimes I'll come back to, the stuff that people usually use, like Google Maps. It's been half a year since I last watched. I did take a break for quite a long time. So yeah, I took a break for like 3 months or something. But yeah, half a year, that's been a long time. So yeah, I think a lot of people, came back after it's been a while. Yeah, whatever. But yeah, no, I've come back to some tech that, the regular person uses, like Windows and stuff, and it's like, oh man, I don't like this. And like default browser on my school laptop is set to Google. And dude, Google is a mess. What is going on? And using YouTube without an ad block feels so weird. You see so many like my laptop doesn't have ad block on it. So YouTube and everything else, no ad block. Oh man. I don't know how people just raw dog the internet nowadays. It feels so strange. Like I complain about the alternatives because they're not perfect. Like the search engine I use, priv.au, which is a CRX engine, CRX search engine that someone hosts. It's like decent, but it's also like it gives me better results than Google, but also every once in a while it just doesn't work for me. Like it just says, come back later. That's annoying. And stuff like that, but and I don't know, like instead of Google Maps I use organic maps. You have to download the map before being able to search anything. And if a road is closed, it oftentimes doesn't let you know about that. That kind of sucks. But I don't know. There's no perfect technology, but sometimes I do come back to like the stuff that normal people use and then go, oh my god, I am so glad I am not using this. And I'm using, the kind of more niche open source stuff. Because a lot of times, for me, I've always thought that the open source stuff is slightly worse than what most people use, which in a lot of cases is true. Like GIMP is worse than Photoshop. It is hard to argue about that. I mean, really, it is pretty much impossible to argue that GIMP is better. But, a lot of the small stuff, it feels like the open source stuff can very much outcompete. The lighting with the shadows here is feels a bit glitchy. It does look very nice. Ooh, okay. But yeah. Oh shit. Where did I go? Oh no. Where's my base? I forgot which direction I came. But yeah, so I did buy a new laptop. It's a Framework 16, which overpriced a little bit, maybe. Oh, there it is. Nice. I felt pain shelling out that amount of money. But it's a small company supporting the early adopter tax. It's the first generation for the Framework 16. It's like the upgradability is one thing that I really like. Like I didn't buy a graphics card with it, but in the future, if I ever think I need this graphics card, I need that extra power, I can just buy the graphics card, pop it in. And like, I could do, graphics card's going to take more battery life. So I could, pop the graphics card in when I am at home, take it out when I need to leave and go to school, need that extra battery life. That's very cool. And there's a lot of, more customization and upgradability wise with that. But yeah, price to performance on it is not it's not very good. But I've been wanting to buy that laptop for 2 years now. So it was time. Yeah. Okay, so I need to get white dye, which yeah, I'm excited about the laptop. I might switch completely to using the laptop and like switch my desktop over to, I don't know. I think my laptop is gonna be my new, like I think the laptop, I'll have to see how it compares, because I don't have a graphics card, it's integrated graphics, but I think my laptop might actually just be better in performance than my desktop. So I might make that laptop my just everything machine, and then my desktop, I'm thinking maybe I put AI on it, like download DeepSeek or something, and then set up Ollama. Download DeepSeek from like Hugging Face, set up Ollama, and then run an AI on my computer at home. And with the graphics card, it should run decently fast. I don't know. That's an idea. Because I do want to try it out. I have one experiment in mind, which is trying to get AI to teach me coding. I don't know if that's really going to work out, but it seems like an interesting test. Oh, I can't turn that into white dye. Dude, chalk powder, that's got to be able to turn into white dye. Come on. Okay, so I could turn bone meal into white dye. I can turn flowers. Really? I can't turn chalk into dye? Ah, man. Alright. Okay, let's see. Bone meal I can get from... Because I don't really need bone meal all that badly. Like, I have mulch, which works better? I don't know. I don't know what the difference is. So I could turn all the extra bones I have into bone meal. Oh yeah, I have a ton of white dye here. I've already done that, I think. That's probably... okay. So, what is the recipe for white clay? White baked clay. So 1 white dye and then surrounded by clay. Cool. Boom, boom, and boom. Alright, we got 96 white baked clay. That works out. I don't think I'm gonna need the violet baked clay. Like more of it. So it should be fine for now. But yeah, one thing I'm really looking for with my laptop is being able to have Linux at school. You know, have all my keyboard shortcuts, have all my, you know, my RSS reader. Ooh, I need to repair this before I do anything. I mean, I don't need to place anything. I didn't even need to break that block, but I should do that before I forget. But yeah, have all my keyboard shortcuts, have all that. And the one thing, this is so cringy, but the one thing I love about having Linux, you know, having my own laptop with Linux on it at school, I had one in high school, is even though nobody is interested and nobody actually cares and nobody finds this like cool, I love having Linux on my laptop and then people going like maybe once a month going, oh dude, what is that? That is a high like no other. Someone taking interest in, you know, something stupid, just like my, you know, the window manager, and wondering, oh, why does this guy's, I don't know, browser not have tabs? And just taking a little bit of interest, and then I get to brag about my system. That is a high that can never be beaten. It is, dude, I don't know what it is, But like when someone asks, when I get to like show off how I've set up my computer with my window manager and like all that stuff, my RSS reader, and I just get to show it off. Oh my god. That is a feeling that can never be beaten. It is so good. I could probably, I try to keep it short, try to keep it brief before they lose interest. I could do it for hours. Nobody's that interested, it seems. At least in my life, hasn't been that interested in it. But yeah, like recently my my grandpa visited, and then I was like, he mentioned Linux a single time in conversation, and then I knew I had it. I was like, dude, do you want to see my Linux setup? Oh man, so nice. And yeah, I have like my best friend, when she comes over, I'll spend a lot of times, I'll spend 5 minutes showing off what I've done with my computer. She does not care. She is, I don't think, interested in it at all. I'm almost certain she's just being nice. But, it's very fun. Let's place a block here. I need to do the roof. I don't know, there's something about showing off your hobby to anyone who's slightly interested. That is such a nice feeling. Like, I mean, I'm sure people who do like knitting or something like that get that same high. Where, someone takes interest in their knitting and they're like, yeah, I made this. I can only imagine. That's why hobbies where you can like make stuff, in my opinion, dude, that's the coolest shit ever. Because people are interested. Like, if you make something, that's cool. Like, if you knit, I don't know, whatever. You can just like give it to someone. I want a hobby like that, where I can just like make something and give it, show off. Seems so nice. Gotta take the Linux build, mate. It's not that bad these days. Can use it like Windows, pretty much. I also missed one of the messages there. When it's your every day, it sucks. Auto updated you yesterday in the middle of informing me. I don't understand how that's still an issue. How have they kept that as a thing that happens? I honestly don't understand how that's still a thing. How did they mess up that badly? I don't understand. Like auto updating, how's that still a thing? Like if it could just happen. I don't. How? What? Who thought that was a good idea? Because that is one of the biggest complaints I've seen about Windows, and I just don't understand how that can be. Like, how can that possibly still be a thing? I mean, it amazes me. Like, I feel like Linux doesn't even have to do anything anymore to like win customers. Windows loses customers. I mean, I guess it's not customers for Linux, but Windows just messes up on their own and pushes people away. I don't understand. Like, a lot of big tech companies do this nowadays. It feels like all the time I see something new happening, and it's just how did the company come to this conclusion? This is just like bad. This is just bad. And that seems like such an easy fix. Like, just let people say, no, I don't want to update right now. Wild. When you capture enough of the market, you don't have to listen to the complaints of customers. I mean, yeah, but like, do they not? Users, yeah. I guess. I mean, at least some people are leaving. But I mean, so many people said they were leaving when like the Copilot thing was announced, and they were like, oh yeah, it's gonna be default on everyone's computer, blah blah blah. And then everyone started making a big deal about, oh, I'm leaving, I'm going to Linux, Windows sucks, they're adding this AI shit that nobody wants. And people tried out Linux for like a couple days, maybe, you know, some people for a couple weeks, and then they were just like, yeah, no, I'm going back. And I mean, for work, I get it. Like, a lot of people work with programs that, you know, need Windows. You know, Adobe doesn't really work. It's practice monopolistic organizations, yeah. But like, some companies aren't all that monopolistic. Like Twitter, right? X, or like Reddit. They are not all that. Like, it's not that difficult to leave, and they still make these stupid ass decisions that just keep like I use Lemmy to look at memes, which is a Reddit alternative, and every once in a while they'll talk about like, oh, Reddit's done this stupid thing again. Recently, or I think just now, it was like something about paywalls and stuff, or like anytime someone types Luigi, it gets flagged for moderators. So like if you have a comment that where you're talking about Luigi's Mansion, it gets flagged for moderators. I mean, that's not that big, but you know, like, I don't get it. How are you just continuously adding stuff that keeps pushing people away? Doesn't matter to work, they give you a laptop and it's what it is, yeah. No, I mean, I wish more places didn't use Windows. It doesn't seem like a great idea. My local library, actually, a lot of their computers have been switched to Linux. Oh, dude, I didn't do anything. I mean, I didn't advocate. I wish I did. So I could have been a part of that. I mean, probably no advocation was going on there. Just some like tech guy probably was like, yeah, let's put Linux on the like catalog browsing desktops that are around the library. And they did. And dude, when I noticed, I was so happy. It's such a small thing, but it really did make me really happy when I saw it. Sometimes you gotta take joy in, some small things like that. But yeah, I was like looking up where a book was in the library, and I noticed, hey, this looks like KDE. No, it didn't really look like KDE. What did it look like? I mean, it didn't look like Windows, Mac, or Chrome OS. I don't know, it kind of looked like maybe Cinnamon. It looked weirdly custom. Which, go off, I guess. But yeah, I was so happy about that. That made my day. And thinking about it now, it's making my day again. I love that. Sadly, the librarians still use Windows desktops, so they're not quite putting Linux on all their computers, but step in the right direction. Let's see, green. Yeah, Linux just works making programs, stuff like Python being already installed, and Math, Bash, making administration easier, yeah. No, I mean, I think I don't know, Linux, I've never really had much issue. Like, it doesn't break for me often. The only time I really had issues with Linux breaking was when I used Manjaro, because I wanted to use Arch, but found Arch to be a bit too difficult. And yeah, it kind of broke a lot. And that was like years ago. I mean, I don't know if Manjaro is still bad. But yeah, and then when I used Arch, it broke a few times. But that was when I was doing stupid stuff to my system. And now whenever I've used Debian-based distros, like, I don't know, Ubuntu and stuff. I mean, I haven't used Ubuntu in like 5 years at least. But yeah, I don't know. Like, Linux has never really broken for me other than Manjaro and Arch. No, take that back. I did mess up my Nix install one time by being really stupid. And just like, whacking away commands, not, copy and pasting, not really knowing what I was doing. You like KDE for a desktop environment? Personally, it's very smooth, but a bit bloaty. Yeah, I mean, any desktop environment is gonna be a bit bloated. But also, they don't require a ton of effort to set up and are generally pretty, stable and offer everything you need. And you don't have to get into a bunch of stuff. Use that for Manjaro? Yeah. No, I mean, Manjaro back in the day was like really bad. Like, the memes were true. I haven't really heard much bad. Manjaro hasn't been like that. I don't know. I haven't really heard anything bad about them for the past years. So they might be a lot better nowadays. I just don't really get why they're based on Arch. Like, Arch is cool. I do like Arch, but I feel like people like it too. I feel like people like it too much. Actually, hold on. Let me not go another block down. I don't know. It's a cool distro, but also, like, do you really need a rolling release like that? Like, do you need packages as they come out? I don't. But Arch is cool because it's relatively difficult. I mean, NixOS is relatively difficult. I don't see Arch Wiki incredible. That is one thing. I still use the Arch Wiki. Like, Arch is probably one of my favorite Linux no. We don't need rolling distros, yeah. Arch is probably one of my favorite projects, and it is great. Like, the Arch community, I think, is awesome. That they're essentially just doing free beta testing for the rest of the Linux community, essentially, with their, like, insanely quick rolling release schedule. Like, I don't knock that at all. I just think that people are too quick to use Arch and think it's like the best. But it is, I mean, it is pretty great. I can't hate Arch on Arch, honestly. Yeah, no, Arch is yeah, no, Arch is awesome. It is, like, I used Arch for probably, let's see, probably at least 3 years I used Arch. And I loved it. That's why you still kind of like Manjaro, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there used to be a ton of, I think there still are. There's quite a few distros that make Arch easier to use, like Manjaro, Endeavor. There's a couple others, I think. I mean, Steam. SteamOS is technically Arch as well on the Steam Deck. But nowadays, I feel like Arch is... You don't need that anymore. Because Arch is easy to install now. Because they just have the Arch install script. So, like... I feel like, unless I'm mistaken, the main reason people use Manjaro... Arctic, I think? Maybe. I know there's like Arctics. Or no. Well, that's like I think Arctics. Isn't that the one that's like System D-less Arch? Like Arch without System D. Arch gave up and made their own installer. Yeah. No, like, installing Arch is so easy now. Like, just that Endeavor OS and Manjaro feel a lot less useful. I mean, Endeavor OS is cool. I mean, they do have, like... Endeavor OS looks really cool, like, design-wise. And I think it's, like, they have an optimized kernel. So, I mean, I guess they're still useful, but... I don't know. It used to be that the only reason why, you would install Manjaro is because you found Arch too hard to install and set up on your own. But now I don't really know what the sell is for Manjaro. There is one other, like, cool Arch fork that made it easier to install. It was like, I don't know what it's called, but that one had like options for, like, easy install options for every single window manager and every single environment, and essentially it just had like a completely custom setup for Arch in a GUI. So you could choose your browser, choose your Office suite, choose, every single thing that you wanted straight from a GUI rather than doing it manually with the terminal. So that was also kind of cool, and made installing Arch a lot easier. Alright, I need wood and a ton of chests. What is the best wood type for me to use to just make tons of chests? I'll just use this, I guess. Hello, Kubo Libre. How are you doing? God, why is my inventory constantly like this? I don't understand. How does it fill up so quick? It's always full, it's always a mess. It happens so quickly. What? How? Why? I don't understand. But yeah, Distant Lights, if what you're looking for is a difficult experience with Linux, check out NixOS. It is my favorite. It is hard to use, but it is very interesting. The documentation also sucks, unlike Arch, which I don't love. But you know, it's a fun thing to play around with. You just kind of set up one config file for your system. I mean, you can do multiple. You just set up a config file, and then your system builds according to the config file. You can just you know, you can just say, okay, I want all these programs, I want all these settings, blah blah blah. Put an Arch on your next ThinkPad for sure. Yeah, you're going ThinkPads? That's nice. ThinkPads are pretty cool. The only thing is, like, I love the old ThinkPads. Like like ThinkPads that are like the T420 and older, I love. But they're just too slow for everything I want to do with them. And the battery is just doesn't quite keep up. NixOS, yeah, it's a fun one. It's what I use. I've been using it for I've been using it for like 3 years now. It is pretty cool. It is, you just like to read, honestly. Oh, on the computer? Yeah. No, I mean, if you get a, like, I used to read, like, light novels on my ThinkPad. You know, I had a nice matte screen. I would just get EPB, I think, what was the program? EPB, it was like a terminal-based EPUB reader. Been learning some okay, I'm completely different. Okay, I've been learning some low-level stuff down to transistors. Oh, dude, that is so cool. I've always been, like, on the fence about learning that stuff, because it sounds so cool, but also I know I'm not gonna, like, buy the equipment needed to solder and, like, make stuff on my own. Ocular's your go-to program for reading. Oh, is that the KDE? That's like KDE made a reader, right? Yeah. I mean, EPB. Yeah, it doesn't have support for pictures, I don't think. So yeah, I don't know. Just get a Raspberry Pi. I do have one. I've used it as a server mostly. I don't know. I like software, high-end stuff. I'm not a good programmer, and I don't really have the time to learn low-level stuff on top of that, sadly, even though it looks so cool. What was I doing? Alright, I was gonna do this and then this. A bunch of chests. Okay. Now, let's think about how I want to set this up. Been watching vids from channel core dumped. Ooh, what was the? There was a channel I liked that did like lower level stuff. I know it's not on my RSS reader because most of the stuff went over my head. Was it Lori Wired? I think so, yeah. Lori Wired. She makes some cool videos. I'll type that in chat for you if you want to check her out. There you go. I don't know, the production value on some of her videos are really cool. But most of her videos go way above my head. I don't understand them. So it's you know, low level stuff is it's tough to understand a lot of times. All right, let's see. I want to place these chests. I think what I could do is have beams like this. And then just kind of have that layered all across, but I don't love how these chests kind of don't have any space in between them. It looks like a flat wall. Okay, so I can stack them right up to the ceiling like this. Do I like how that looks, though? Yeah, that's for sure. Computers in general, I encounter stuff and understand none of it in a few months or years later. This and get a little, yeah. No, I remember I wrote like a, in high school, I wrote a paper about RISC-V for English class, and dude, I did not understand what I was talking about at all. I made such a mistake deciding to make that my topic. Luckily, I didn't have to go into much technical detail. I just went into like how it's cool that there's an open source, you know, CPU, and how that's good for the world. But dude, like having to read through, like this was early on. Like RISC-V was just getting started. Not just getting started, but it was like just starting to make it into, like it was just starting to get into the news. Like, you know, very, very nerdy technical news. Nowhere near like a finished product or like anything usable. But yeah, so I wrote my paper about that, and dude, I was reading through like every article had so much technical jargon that I just did not understand. And, you know, like, any reason that they gave for how it was, like, for how it was better than, like, regular CPUs went so far above my head. I was like, oh my god, what have I got myself into? What am I doing? But yeah, I don't know, it's just still good. It's a fun time. RISC-V, I remember your uncle talking about it and going over your head, yeah. I mean, it is very cool. I really do want, like, I've even thought about buying a RISC-V, because they recently came out with laptops, like last year, RISC-V laptops. Every single time someone talks about them, they're like, yeah, this is just for, like, developers. If you don't, like, want to deal with tons of issues and all that stuff, don't get this. But yeah, I really want one. It sounds so cool. I would love to have an open source CPU running an open source operating system and having everything just... Whoa. What? Since when's there a hole here? No. I'll have to patch that, I guess. Oh, what the what is happening? The leaves are falling. I didn't know that was a thing that happened. No. Okay, I'll have to repair that. And keep an eye on that, see if that keeps happening. Loki, sometimes the jargon just sounds like techno babble on Star Trek when I don't understand it. Yeah, it does. It really does. It's so hard. Like, oh man. Techno babble is so hard to understand. Okay, this works. This gives a little bit more depth that I do like. I think maybe I could do slabs instead, though. But I also feel like this takes up too much space, maybe. Let me try slabs. Oh, wait. Oh, no. I used up the rest of my violet clay. Oh. It's good. It's good and it's bad. Good because something new to learn. Bad because it makes you realize how much stuff's out there you don't know. Yep, that is always the thing. The more you learn, the more you realize how much you don't know. You know, every time I like learn new shit about computers, oh, I'd get so much more confused. There's always more to learn. And the more you learn how much there is to learn. And man, it is overwhelming. Like, this is the reason why I believe that conspiracy theories have been ramping up. Because there's just so much in this world that is impossible to, I shouldn't say impossible, that is so hard to understand, that like, to explain how a computer works, you just almost can't. So like, if you don't understand how something works, you might form a conspiracy theory about it. You know, that's why I think it's, I mean, I don't know if this is like actually, this is not backed up by fact at all. It seems like conspiracy theories are getting more popular. And yeah, no, it's my opinion. But like, it is very, like, computers are basically magic. Magenta dye is not what I need, though. Just have to go out searching for some more violet dye. Don't even know where I'll find it. What kind of flower does a violet dye need? This seems like it would be... It's magenta, isn't it? Oh, what's attacking me? What the? Hey dog, what did I do? They really are magic. Imagine sending one back to ancient times trying to explain it. Yeah, dude. It is impossible for like one person to explain. Like, I think I heard something about like the amount of people that know exactly how a computer are built. Yeah, probably less than 100. That's exactly what I was about to say. There are probably less than 100 people that fully understand a computer. And like, it gets even more specific when you get down to yeah, how they were built. No single person can make one on their own. Exactly. And that is extremely wild. Like, I don't think there's a single person that knows exactly how every part of a computer is made. You know, they're eggplant, okay. Fun. Like, there might be a couple people that know exactly how an Intel processor is made. There might be a couple people that know exactly how an AMD processor is made. Same thing for NVIDIA. But is there anybody who knows exactly how a CPU, whichever brand, a GPU, whichever brand, for those, maybe someone at AMD knows exactly how a CPU and a GPU from their company is made. Maybe. I don't think that's very likely, but it's possible. But then you get to the motherboard. Does anybody know how to make, from AMD maybe, know how to make a motherboard precisely? And then you get to RAM, and then a power supply, and then a monitor, and then a mouse, a keyboard. There's so much that goes into a computer that, yeah, I don't think there's a single person who knows exactly how a computer is made and exactly how it all works. It is insane. Like, what? I doubt there's ever been an invention like that. Yeah. Like, you know, people make conspiracy theories about the pyramids because they just don't understand how it could have been possibly be made. Nobody knows how a computer could exactly be made. So conspiracy theories, I feel like, should be more rampant than they are. Let me try doing a slab of maybe a different color. Maybe that'll be a fun contrast. I don't know. I feel like just having them straight like this feels like it's too much. It's just too flat and stuff. But then splitting them up like this feels like it's not a lot. Let's see. What if I do... What if I raise the ceiling by 1? Because if I make the ceiling 1 higher, then I can have this with 1 more chest at the top. I think the ancients were really just smart and they found very efficient ways to transport heavy materials. Never believe the alien or non-human theories. Yeah. I don't know. Aliens and non-humans seem... I spilled my tea. Got too into talking and didn't realize, and thought my cup of tea was empty. And then was just waving my tea around, my cup around, and spilled it. you think the ancients were really just smarter and they found very efficient ways to transport heavy materials. Never believed the alien or non-human theories. Ancient Babylonians figured out a bunch of trigonometry theories on their own. I don't think they were smarter, but I do think that they were just as smart as we are today. And they just put effort into different things. You know, they put their effort into figuring out a way to move these heavy rocks and, you know, build monuments. And we put most of our effort into, like, making computers and stuff. And we don't put that much effort into figuring out how to move these big rocks to make huge monuments. But, like, I think it's just the amount of effort we're putting into different things. And, you know, if we put as much thought and effort into building big monuments as they are, I think we've built up more knowledge as well that we could figure it out. You also have to think of ancient society is extremely ancient. Like, ancient Egypt is very ancient. And, like, I think we're closer to the last pharaoh there was than the last pharaoh was to the first pharaoh, or something like that. Like, the scale of time is also something that's, like, hard to visualize and, like, understand. So, like, they had a lot of time to think about this. Pyramids were built in, like, 2000 something BC. Yeah, no, it's, like, insane how long ago it was. And that's hard to, like, visualize and hard to think about. And yeah, I think it's mostly just down to, like, we're just as smart as we were back then. We just put our effort into different things. Khufu was the one who built the Great Pyramid, yeah. I mean, I don't really know a ton about ancient society. I haven't really kept up my knowledge in that way, but I'm definitely not doing the most efficient, like, management of space here. But I do think this'll look sleek, so I'm gonna keep going with it. I mean, that looks nice, I think. Now, the Chicago EDU is a lot of good ancient history sources, yeah. Also, I'm pretty sure we, like, was the MIT or one of the colleges recently, they figured out a way to, like, move huge stones, like, without heavy machinery or anything like that. Like, I don't think the stones were quite as big as some of, like, the stones in the pyramids, but, like, it is possible. Like, they had one person lifting, like, or, like, moving a stone that was multiple tons in weight. And that was being moved by one person with no tools, just by pushing it. Like, they figured out a shape that is conducive to moving it. Penelope U, Chicago EDU, Thayer E, Roman texts. Yeah, okay. Might check that out. Alright, I'm just gonna use dirt as a placeholder. This is gonna look bad. But dirt as a placeholder because I don't have any violet. Just Google it and you'll see. Alright, I'll do that real quick. Let's see. Penelope U, Chicago E, Thayer E, Minetest. Could have just copy and pasted. What am I doing? All right. Locus Curtius, Gateway to Ancient Rome. What the what is this? Is this right? Hold on. Let me just make sure I'm looking at the right thing here, because you're saying that's it? I mean, I guess by my reaction you're oh, come on, what? Where is it? Ah, no. That is wrong. Okay. Why is it not showing up? In my... Okay, I guess I can just do... window capture, screen capturing. This? This is like a 90s era. This is like 90s era CSS. What the That's it, man? Okay. This... dude, I love how this looks. You know, oh, dude. Alright, so source text, I guess, and then, so these are the texts here. You just go on it, and it's pretty cool. Huh, okay. Nice. And alright. That's pretty cool. Let me turn screen capture back off. Oh, now it's still on this for whatever reason. Okay. Where is Minetest? There we go. There's a bunch of sources for Greek and Roman history found by searching Plutarch's Lives. Okay. Oh, come on. No. Why? Oh, it's uneven. Oh, this is pain. This right here is painful to see. Alright, how can I fix this? What can I change? I could make this side even longer. So if I no, why? Alright, so wait, does it only have to, if I just make it like one block longer? Would that work? So yeah, if I have my pillars here, then I still have this slightly weird corner, but that's fine. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. And then, yeah, I would have to move Let's go ahead and knock this wall down already, because it's gonna have to go. So the pillar would have to be right here. Yeah, so pillar would go right here, and then the wall would be right here. Okay, I mean, that works out for me. It even goes further, you know, further connects into this, which is, you know, something I'm not going to complain about. Just do this real quick. What does that mean? Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess that works. I might have to rework a couple things for that to look perfect, but yeah, we'll do that. And that way, I can have an even number of chests on both sides. Oh, add an inventory space again. Just get rid of chalk powder. I don't think I'm ever gonna need that. Okay, so now I just need to extend this to there. There we go. I'm probably gonna run out of the violet blocks again, aren't I? Because now I have to bring them to here, and then really down to here. And then these blocks need to be violet as well. And then I also need to bring okay, what can I get rid of? Leather, sure. There we go. And now bring the balcony around as well. Yep, outer blocks. Okay. One, two, three, four, five. I'd probably move this into the middle. Should be there. Let's place some of these glass panes. Right. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay, that's as much as I can place here for now. Okay. Go. Cool. Okay. And yeah, I mean that does make the build a little bit bigger. Which I think is fine. Gives me more space for chests, which can't hurt. Yeah, I don't know. Actually, I think that's good. I think expanding that out, I mean, it's just like 2 blocks, is good. And, you know, it kind of connects with the tower a little bit more now, which is good. I can probably put some kind of entrance a little bit easier into the tower from here. So what if I made this into the entrance to the tower? Just that could work. Let's see, if I go 1 block at a time here. It's very dark. Place a torch. Let's see. How do I want to do this? Like, let's say I have stairs right away here. And then I straight away turn here with a 3 wide platform, then go 1 block up at a time. That should keep us central to the tower. I mean, does keep us central. And then I could have. Where's my sword? Okay. Let's get some repairs first, real quick. So I'm gonna need to be doing some more shoveling and stuff. But yeah, so I guess we could have another entrance, because the stairs there into the tower would kind of take up the entire space, leaving pretty much no space to walk around on. So maybe I can make another level where you have an actual entrance. I think that, okay, yeah. Let's head back. I think that seems like a good idea. So yeah, we'll have the stairs leading up right into a ladder, which will go all the way to the top, but we'll also have another little story. So, you know, you walk up the stairs here, you come to this point, and there will be a ladder right here. I'll have to, I guess, extend the wood down some quite a bit further around here. But I'll leave this for now. Yeah. Okay, there's a lot of dirt up here, so I guess let's work down. Because this is built, like, you know, right on the side of a hill, so when I was building it, I didn't have to, you know, I could start pretty high up, but now that I'm wanting to look at the interior, I have to dig it all out. And then also replace these walls with wood to keep it clean. Put a porch down. No, what? No. This pickaxe is too fast. Alright, let's fill that gap in, maybe with cobblestone. Seems like that quickest method. Let's see. Cobblestone. Okay. Alright. Nope, that needs to, that block there needs to stay. There we go. Oh. Okay. I mean, I think I could do the floor. If I do the floor at this level, then it won't interfere with the build there. If I do it one block lower, then in order to cut into the ceiling of the other build. So if I keep the floor leveled right here, that works. There's, I mean, no room to move around in, really. So, yeah, it's not much of a story here. But that does work. Yeah, I mean, we've got to extend this ladder. I mean, I'd move the ladder over to this side and then have a new entrance, maybe at a different height. Or entirely remove the outdoor entrance. But yeah, that works well. Okay. So yeah, we bring this ladder down, and then we have a very nice, smooth way to move from here. Need to change these pillars into this violet. I don't know where the violet flowers are, sadly. So I'll have to find a good way to find those. And then we can put in the rest of these chests. And yeah, that connects up very nicely. Alright, with that, I think I'm gonna call it a day. I'm happy with that progress. The storage system will be very nice there. Hopefully, I'll come up with a nice solution for how to stay a bit more organized. And, yeah, have a nice day, nice night, whatever time zone you're in. And peace.